There is always some sort of tension between the ladies on The View, but now it has reached new heights. Ana Navarro snapped at her co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin, but what led to that? Moreover, was her snapping warranted, or should she have had some restraint? Keep reading for more details. Ana Navarro snaps at Alyssa Farah Griffin. Ladies of The View tend to go after each other and show no mercy. This can be entertaining when it is warranted, or it can be off-putting. Some viewers feel that they are just bitter women, but the goal of the show has always been to express different points of view. Recently, Ana Navarro snapped at her co-host, Alyssa Farah Griffin. Admittedly, fans have grown tired of Alyssa and are somewhat ready for her to exit the hit talk show. So, what caused Ana to snap, and did she have a good reason for doing so? Alyssa Farah Griffin. It is well known that the ladies can sometimes talk over each other or interrupt, which can be annoying. That was the case when Ana was trying to make a point, and she felt Alyssa would not stop getting in her way. This happened on the July 25th show when they were discussing Jeffrey Epstein. The files have been an extremely hot topic, but so has his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. She is serving 20 years for conspiring with Epstein, but Ana wanted to address his relationship with President Trump. Immediately, Alyssa hopped in to share her thoughts. The one thing we should say is at this point we don't know that Donald Trump engaged in any wrongdoing. Ana hopped back into the chat to finish what she was initially saying when Alyssa interrupted her. At this point, Ana clapped back at Alyssa, saying, "Well, let me finish." The two ladies continued going at each other, and The View fans believed that Ana Navarro annihilated Alyssa Farah Griffin. They felt Ana made valid points and stuck with the facts, going over Alyssa's head. Nothing new to View co-hosts have long had tension, and everyone is aware of this. Alyssa Farah Griffin has been seen rolling her eyes at Ana Navarro, and this has put a bad taste in viewers' mouths. After the latest interruption scandal, fans immediately chimed in with whose side they were on. This is why I love Ana. She speaks up and speaks facts. Ana won that battle with Alyssa. Ana for the win. So it seems that everyone was mainly on Ana's side for this and did not care what Alyssa had to say. Moreover, finishing her thought and shutting her co-host down was necessary. It will be interesting to see if these women can play nice when The View returns in September 2025, or if it will still be contentious. Do you agree with what Ana has to say, and do you feel Alyssa interrupts far too much? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The View tensions escalate. Ana Navarro snaps at Alyssa Farah Griffin in heated exchange at daytime talk show. The View has never shied away from spirited debates, with its co-hosts often clashing over differing perspectives. However, the latest episode on July 25, 2025, saw tensions boil over when Ana Navarro sharply confronted her co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin during a discussion about Jeffrey Epstein's controversial files. The heated exchange has sparked widespread reactions from fans, reigniting debates about the dynamics between the co-hosts and whether Navarro's response was justified or an overreaction. Here's a deep dive into the incident, the context behind it, and what it means for the future of The View. The spark. A discussion Daryl led. The incident occurred during a segment addressing the ongoing public fascination with Jeffrey Epstein's files and his connections to powerful figures. Ana Navarro was attempting to highlight Epstein's relationship with former President Donald Trump when Alyssa Farah Griffin interjected, stating, "The one thing we should say is at this point, we don't know that Donald Trump engaged in any wrongdoing." This interruption appeared to frustrate Navarro, who was midpoint and struggling to complete her thought. Navarro, known for her sharp wit and no-nonsense demeanor, didn't hold back. She clapped back with a firm, "Well, let me finish," signaling her determination to reclaim the conversation. The exchange quickly escalated as the two co-hosts talked over each other, creating a tense moment that captivated viewers. Navarro pressed on, emphasizing her point about Epstein's ties to influential figures, while Griffin attempted to steer the conversation elsewhere. Fan reactions: Team Ana or Team Alyssa? The clash didn't go unnoticed by The View's dedicated fanbase, who quickly took to social media to voice their opinions. Many viewers rallied behind Navarro, praising her for standing her ground and sticking to the facts. Comments on platforms like X reflected strong support for Navarro's approach. "This is why I love Anna. She speaks up and speaks facts. Anna won that battle with Alyssa. She wasn't having it. Anna for the win. Alyssa needs to stop interrupting." Fans seemed particularly frustrated with Griffin's tendency to interject, a behavior some have criticized in past episodes. Many felt Navarro's response was not only warranted but necessary to maintain the integrity of the discussion. Others, however, questioned whether Navarro's sharp tone was too aggressive, suggesting that the co-host's ongoing friction detracts from the show's goal of fostering constructive dialogue, a pattern of tension. This isn't the first time Navarro and Griffin have butted heads. Their dynamic has been a point of contention among viewers, with Griffin's eye-rolling and perceived dismissiveness toward Navarro drawing criticism in the past. The July 25th episode only amplified these tensions, highlighting a broader issue on The View: the challenge of balancing diverse perspectives without descending into personal clashes. The show's format thrives on spirited debate, but interruptions and overlapping dialogue have long been a source of frustration for both co-hosts and viewers. Navarro, a seasoned commentator known for her passionate delivery, often finds herself competing for airtime with Griffin, whose background as a former White House aide brings a different perspective to the table. While their contrasting viewpoints can enrich discussions, they also fuel moments of discord, as seen in this latest episode. Was Navarro's reaction justified? The question of whether Navarro's snap at Griffin was warranted depends on one's perspective. Supporters argue that Navarro was right to demand space to finish her point, especially on a topic as serious as Epstein's connections to powerful figures. Interruptions, while common on The View, can undermine meaningful discourse, and Navarro's firm response was seen as a stand for clarity and focus. On the other hand, some viewers felt Navarro's tone was unnecessarily confrontational. Griffin's interjection, while poorly timed, aimed to clarify a point about Trump's involvement or lack thereof in Epstein's activities. Critics of Navarro's reaction suggest she could have addressed the interruption more diplomatically, maintaining the show's collegial atmosphere. The incident also raises broader questions about the dynamics of The View. The show's strength lies in its diversity of voices, but when co-hosts struggle to share the stage, it risks alienating viewers who tune in for substantive debate rather than personal drama. The Navarro-Griffin clash underscores the delicate balance the show must strike to remain engaging without veering into chaos. The bigger picture, The View's ongoing evolution. The View has long been a lightning rod for controversy, with its co-host interactions often making headlines. The Navarro-Griffin feud is just the latest chapter in a history of on-air tensions, from Rosie O'Donnell's clashes with Elizabeth Hasselbeck to Meghan McCain's polarizing tenure. Yet, these moments of conflict are part of what keeps the show relevant, drawing viewers who relish the raw, unfiltered exchanges. However, the latest incident has sparked discussions about whether The View needs to rethink its approach. Some fans have expressed fatigue with Griffin's presence, with calls for her to exit the show growing louder. Social media posts suggest that viewers find her contributions less compelling than those of Navarro or other co-hosts like Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar. Whether these sentiments will influence the show's casting decisions remains to be seen, but they reflect a broader desire for harmony among the panel.